Have you ever wondered why no matter how much you clean your home, still feels like a disaster zone? Piles of stuff everywhere, dishes left undone, and every time you look around, it's like a new mess is waiting to be tackled. I've been there too, waking up to a house that feels out of control, wondering how things got so messy. You clean up one area, but then it all builds up again, and it feels like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of tidying with no real results. But in this video, I'm sharing 6 super simple, yet highly effective tips that will help you keep your home clean without the constant exhausting effort. These tricks will surprise you and make a huge difference in how your space feels. I've used these exact tips in my own home where I live with my husband and kids. After applying these strategies for the past 3 months, I haven't had to do a major cleanup session. My house actually stays much tidier with less work. The first tip is something I wish I had known years ago. It's so simple, you won't believe it. Don't miss out. Let's dive in. The first step is to create a landing zone right near the entrance. It may sound simple, but I promise you this will significantly change how you keep your home tidy. Many of us have an unconscious habit when entering the house, we drop everything anywhere. Often it's our purse, coat, shoes, or even our keys. Some people even leave clothes they've changed out of on chairs or the floor without thinking to put them away. This may seem very normal, but it's actually the main reason why your house always feels messy, even though you've been trying to clean. So, what's the solution? It's creating a designated landing zone right at the door. This doesn't need to be a huge space, just a small corner or area where you can drop everything as soon as you walk in. A hook for your coat, a small shelf for your purse, and a box for your keys. Everything has its place, and instead of throwing it all around, you just drop it into its designated spot. I applied this in my own home. Every time I come home, I have a hook for my coat near the door and a small shelf for my purse. My keys always go into a little box on the table by the door. At first, I thought it would just be a little more convenient, but I didn't realize how much it would change things. Before, every time I came home, I would search for my keys, look around for a place to put my purse, and always have to rehang my coat, which was thrown somewhere. The feeling of frustration and stress when facing the mess, right when you walk in the door, is something I felt all the time. But since creating this landing zone, everything has changed. I no longer have to worry about searching for keys or wondering where to put things when I get home. When you create a designated area for those items, you will minimize a lot of the mess right from the start. This might seem simple, but reducing clutter as soon as you enter the house will make you feel much more relaxed and at ease. You won't have to see piles of stuff scattered everywhere, and it not only makes your home look tidier, but also helps you feel more relaxed after a long day. Just imagine how amazing it would feel to walk into a tidy home without the stress of figuring out where to put your things or searching for your keys. That feeling is a big change from walking into a mess, feeling overwhelmed by all the clutter. When everything has its own home, you won't have to worry about losing things or feel stressed by the mess anymore. A small landing zone right at the door doesn't just save you time and effort, but helps you maintain an organized space every day. You won't feel like you're drowning in your belongings or lost every time you walk in the door. This is an extremely simple way to improve your living space without having to spend too much time or energy. You just need to take a few minutes to choose a fixed spot and add a hook shelf or small box to create your landing zone. You can even make it a functional and attractive space that not only keeps the house tidy, but also brings a cozy feel. Another benefit is that once everything has its place, you will reduce that chaos feeling in your head. No more facing a pile of things. As soon as you enter your home, you'll feel more relaxed and positive, and this will positively impact your mood throughout the day. And once you've set up this tidy landing zone, you'll notice that keeping the house clean isn't as overwhelming anymore. However, to maintain the neatness in your home, there are some other daily habits that you need to follow. Next, don't overlook a highly effective habit that helps keep your home clean: the 3 daily tasks. By creating this simple landing zone, you'll notice how much easier it is to maintain a tidy home without feeling stressed. And if you found these tips useful, you definitely won't want to miss tomorrow's video. I'll be sharing some game-changing strategies to help you manage your finances better, inspired by some of the most effective daily habits from another culture. If you've been looking for practical ways to save money without complicating things, this is something you need to check out. Trust me, it'll be worth your time. Next, don't overlook doing 3 simple tasks every day to keep your home tidy. These tasks are easy to do, but have a huge impact in maintaining a clean living space without requiring too much time. First, clean the dishes immediately after each meal. Don't let dishes pile up in the sink as they become a clutter magnet. Just wash them right away or load them into the dishwasher after eating. You'll be amazed at how much cleaner your kitchen will stay without having to deal with a mountain of dishes at the end of the day. The sight of dirty dishes on the table or in the sink can really add to your stress. Especially when you have to wait until after a meal to clean them, it feels like an overwhelming task. However, when you clean right after each meal, your kitchen will stay clean and you won't feel buried under dishes later on. Second, do 1 load of laundry a day. This will help you avoid getting overwhelmed by piles of clothes that need washing. Doing 1 load a day not only reduces the workload for laundry day, but also helps you keep your home looking neat and organized. I know that doing laundry can be exhausting if you leave it all to build up. So I decided to do a load every day, usually in the evening when I have some free time. When you do 1 load each day, you'll never feel drowned in a pile of laundry, and it will help you maintain a cleaner home without stressing about it. Finally, spend 10 minutes every day tidying up. This is a habit I practice daily, and I highly recommend you do the same. Before going to bed, I spend just 10 minutes quickly putting away any items that aren't in their proper place, and in no time, the living space is back to being neat and organized. The feeling of waking up to a tidy home that was quickly tidied up the night before is truly wonderful. A clean, organized space helps you start your day feeling refreshed and energized. It not only saves you time, but also reduces stress because you won't have to deal with the mess every morning. In reality, these are simple habits that bring significant results. When you do these tasks every day, you'll feel like you're in control of everything in your home. Instead of letting things pile up and become overwhelming on the weekend, these 3 simple tasks help you maintain a clean home without needing to spend too much time each day. Have you ever felt afraid of tackling the entire house at once over the weekend because everything has piled up? With these 3 simple habits, you won't have to face that feeling anymore. You'll feel like everything is under control and your space will always stay clean. No more worrying or feeling stressed about cleaning up a big mess on the weekend. This truly makes you feel at ease and helps you maintain a cleaning routine that doesn't lead to overwhelm. Now that you can see how easy it is to keep things tidy, these 3 habits are already helping you a lot. However, to continue keeping your home organized without letting things pile up again, you'll need to focus on a few other areas. Next, let's focus on cleaning 1 area in your house each week. Now let's talk about focusing on cleaning 1 area in your house each week. This is a great way to maintain cleanliness without feeling overwhelmed by the thought of tackling everything at once. Each week, pick 1 area of your home to thoroughly clean, whether it's your fridge, your bathroom, or even your living room. If you let certain areas go without being cleaned for too long, they can quickly become overwhelming. However, by dedicating just 1 day a week to deep cleaning one space, you'll feel more in control and less stressed. The key is consistency. Choose 1 area and clean it well, and you'll notice how much fresher and tidier your home feels. For example, every week I focus on a different part of my house. 1 week I clean out the fridge, throwing away expired food, wiping down shelves, and organizing leftovers. The next week, I might focus on cleaning the bathroom, scrubbing the tiles, wiping down mirrors, and organizing the toiletries. Each of these tasks only takes a couple of hours, but it makes a huge difference in keeping things fresh and neat. It's important to remember that deep cleaning doesn't have to be a huge undertaking. By setting aside just a few hours each week to tackle one specific area, you'll keep your home from getting too cluttered or dirty. It also prevents you from feeling overwhelmed, which often happens when you try to do everything at once. You might be wondering, why not just clean everything at once? While it sounds like a good idea, deep cleaning everything in one go can be exhausting and can make you feel burned out. Instead, breaking it up into manageable chunks allows you to stay on top of things without feeling overwhelmed. Plus, by sticking to a routine, you'll see your home stay cleaner for longer without having to spend entire days on cleaning. The emotional payoff here is huge. Imagine walking into a kitchen that's been cleaned and organized every week. No more worrying about forgotten leftovers or grimy fridge shelves. By focusing on one area, you feel empowered and like you're in control of your space. This isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. A few hours spent each week can make a world of difference in your home's overall cleanliness. When you start practicing this, you'll notice that maintaining a tidy home becomes much easier. It's like chipping away at a big task piece by piece, which is far less daunting than trying to clean everything at once. So set aside a few hours each week to clean one area. Whether it's the fridge, your pantry, or even your closet, making it a weekly habit will prevent things from getting out of hand. You'll feel more at peace in your space, knowing that each area is being taken care of consistently. Once you have a weekly routine for tackling different areas of your home, it's time to take the next step, managing the clutter that piles up daily. To keep your home tidy and functional, let's dive into organizing your paperwork and other everyday clutter. Next, don't let paperwork pile up. Paper is one of the most common causes of clutter that you might not even realize. Every time you get a bill letter or document, if you don't deal with it immediately, it piles up and adds to the mess in your home. To fix this, create a simple system to manage your paperwork. Set aside one day a week to deal with papers such as paying bills, sorting through important documents, and discarding unnecessary ones. You can also use file boxes or baskets to organize papers by category, keeping them from taking over your entire living space. For example, I have a designated file box for all the papers that need to be processed. Every week, I take a few minutes to sort through it, pay bills, file important documents, and toss out anything that's no longer needed. This system helps me keep my paperwork organized and prevents it from piling up. You might think, why not just throw everything into a drawer and deal with it later? The problem is, if you just shove everything into a drawer, it creates a hidden mess that can pile up quickly. However, by creating a designated space for paperwork and setting aside a regular time to process it, you keep things manageable and avoid a cluttered mess from building up. The key to managing paperwork is not just about organizing the papers, but about creating a habit of processing them regularly. When you let papers sit for too long, it creates unnecessary stress and makes it harder to stay on top of things. But by taking a few minutes each week to deal with them, you'll keep your home and your mind clear. The emotional benefit of this is huge. Imagine having all of your important documents neatly filed, your bills paid on time, and no overdue paperwork hanging over your head. This simple routine will free up mental space, reduce stress, and give you a sense of control over your environment. Another benefit of managing paperwork is that it helps keep your home organized in a way that feels sustainable. You won't have to spend hours on paperwork at once, and your home will always look tidy because you're consistently keeping things in order. It helps prevent paperwork from becoming a source of clutter. When you make it a habit to process paperwork regularly, you'll avoid the feeling of being buried in a pile of unopened letters or unpaid bills. You'll feel more organized and at peace knowing that everything has a place. Now that your paperwork is under control, let's move on to another area that often causes clutter, those little everyday items that seem to accumulate out of nowhere. Let's dive into how organizing those random items can help keep your home clean and functional. Stop chasing perfection. We often tend to want everything to be perfect, from folding clothes to organizing our belongings. However, this isn't always practical and can lead to exhaustion and pressure. Instead of trying to make everything perfect, accept that good enough is enough. You don't need to fold clothes perfectly or scrub every corner of your house. Just make sure that everything has a place and that the space isn't cluttered. That's enough. I tend to hide small, unnecessary items in baskets or shelves so they don't take up too much space. I know not everything needs to be perfect, but the house still looks clean and tidy. Everything is organized, even though it's not always perfect. This helps me avoid feeling overwhelmed when thinking about reorganizing or tidying up everything. Sometimes I feel the urge to make everything perfect, like folding clothes neatly or cleaning every little corner of the house. However, I realize this takes up a lot of time and energy, and while I'm spending hours on these small tasks, I miss out on doing more important things or simply enjoying my downtime. It's just not worth it. We're not perfect beings, especially when life is already busy. If you spend too much time making everything perfect, you'll easily feel burned out and lose a sense of accomplishment. Instead, focus on what really matters and let go of the minor details. Have you ever felt pressure thinking that everything in your home needs to be perfect? That feeling can make you feel stuck and unable to relax. But once you accept that perfection isn't the goal, keeping a clean home becomes much easier. It helps reduce anxiety and gives you more time to do what you enjoy. Instead of spending too much time making everything perfect, focus on what truly matters. Small details might not need to be perfect, but as long as your home is clean and you feel comfortable in it, that's enough. Once you accept that good enough is enough, you'll find that everything becomes much easier. However, there is still one very important habit that will help maintain cleanliness in your home without much effort. Let's explore how to create a light tidying up routine and keep everything naturally organized. Finally, let others help. This may sound simple, but many of us have difficulty accepting help from others, especially when it comes to keeping our homes tidy. You might feel like you have to do everything yourself, that no one can do it as well as you can. However, letting others help not only reduces your workload, but also brings a sense of peace and cooperation into your home. For me, I tend to be a perfectionist when it comes to tidying. I often feel like no one can clean as well as I can, and when someone offers to help, I feel like I need to redo everything after they're done. But over time, I realized that not only was I overwhelming myself, but I was also preventing others from helping in a way that could actually make my life easier. When I started letting my husband and kids help with small tasks, like putting away laundry or organizing their things, it made a huge difference. Sure, it wasn't always perfect, but the important thing is the job got done, and I didn't have to do everything myself. Most importantly, everyone in the family started feeling more responsible for keeping the house tidy. For example, my husband started putting away his own laundry, and my kids helped by picking up their toys and cleaning up after themselves. While it's not always perfect, the house stays neat, and I don't feel like I'm doing everything. Allowing others to help also means I'm not shouldering all the work, which reduces stress and fatigue. Letting others help doesn't mean you have to compromise on cleanliness. It just means you're sharing the workload, which helps reduce stress and makes tidying up easier. It also teaches everyone in the household to take responsibility for their own space, contributing to a more cooperative and harmonious living environment. Imagine the relief you'll feel when you don't have to handle everything on your own. It's okay if your partner or kids don't fold towels the same way you do, or if they miss a spot while vacuuming. The point is, you're not doing it all yourself. By sharing the task of tidying up, you'll feel more relaxed and less stressed. You're not just taking care of the home, you're building a sense of teamwork and support within your family. When you start letting others help, you'll realize how much lighter your load becomes. It's about creating a culture of shared responsibility in your home. The house doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to stay organized, and by letting others pitch in, it becomes much easier to maintain. In summary, with just a few simple tips, like creating a landing zone, doing 3 tasks daily, or cleaning 1 area each week, you can keep your home tidy without putting in too much effort. By applying these small changes, you'll maintain a clean and comfortable living space, giving you more time for other important things in your life. Do you need a living space that's neat, stress-free, and easy to maintain? These tips are the solution for you. You don't need to spend too much time or energy to create a clean, organized home without feeling overwhelmed. If you found these tips useful, don't miss the next video where I'll share more time and space management hacks to help you live more minimalist and efficiently. And finally, don't forget to start applying these tips today and share your results with me. Begin now and see the difference. Make sure to share this video and leave a comment if you have any questions. So start applying these tips today and enjoy the positive changes in your space. But that's just the beginning. Tomorrow, I'm going to share some incredibly useful tips on managing your money and living more efficiently. You'll learn simple yet powerful strategies that can make a huge difference in your daily life. And I'm sure you'll want to hear them. Be sure to come back tomorrow. You won't regret it.